What's up guys, it's your favorite Kiwi coach. Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a little bit different than the student before and after videos. We're actually going to be taking a look at a client's golf swing before the lesson. And the reason why we're doing this is because it's going to lead to our upcoming webinar, which I'm going to explain here in a sec. So let's go do this thing. Welcome back to the channel guys. If you guys are new to Kiwi Golf Japan, we do a bunch of videos like this every single week. So what you got to go do is hit that little red subscribe button, smash the like button, please leave a comment, it really does help. And share the video to your friends if it brought you some value. Let's go hop into the first part of this video. So this particular video is going to be very similar to our student before and after videos, except for this time the catch is we're going to be showing you the client's golf swing before the lesson. Now the reason why we're doing this is because we're launching our Kiwi Coach live lesson webinar, which essentially is what it sounds like, is going to be you watching a full live lesson and how I change this client's golf swing from where it is now to where it's going to look like, and we're going to kind of show you what we're going to try to do here a little bit later on in the video. But the webinar is not going to be free. It's going to be 5,000 yen to attend. It's going to be on a weekday as well, and I think it's actually during a time where a lot of you guys probably won't be able to show up, which is completely fine, and that's why everyone who purchases the product, if you can't attend the actual webinar date, we're also going to send you the recordings after the webinar. So if you can't make the date, it's not an issue. You're going to get the recordings. You're going to be able to watch the whole 1 hour and 30 minutes as well as the 30-minute Q&A. So that being said, let's go hop in and show you this student's swing currently as it is, and we're going to kind of walk through and maybe show you some things that we're going to look to change during the lesson. Okay, so we're going to start with the let's start with the client's down the line view. So with the down the line view, again, I haven't seen the swing yet, so let's kind of just walk you through as I see it. First things first, looks like the lead arm is getting a little bit too much abduction, which just means it's getting, the hands and arms are pulling inwards, maybe just a little bit too much. Very classic, right? If we see a lot of our clients, they're trying to do the GG swing, so this person looks like he's pretty much trying to do that. Then as he gets up to the top of the golf swing, we're going to see, yep, very classic. So the club shaft is crossed, which is not a big deal, but the real big issue here is the club face is super shut at the top of the swing. And if you take a look here, it's pointing up towards the sky, right? So that's like a DJ, that's like a Brooks Koepka. Those model of players, that's kind of what he's trying to do. Now the issue that I have with that is a lot of you guys out there don't swing as fast as those guys. So you really don't have the club head speed to support that shed of a face. Now this player definitely looks athletic, so he might actually have the club head speed to support this. But that being said, already this might be something that we might want to change in the lesson. I'm not fully committed to changing it yet. I got to see the rest of the golf swing to see if I really want to change it, but that might be something that we definitely try to change there. Now in transition, as this player starts down, very classic, yep, so he's getting what I would call really, really narrow, right? So he's getting top of the swing and he's really trying to pull the arms in really quickly. Now, typically when we see a player trying to do this, they're pulling in quickly because they're also tilting their sternum away from the golf ball very, very quickly, right? You tend to see those two kind of go hand in hand. We can't see this from the down the line view. We'll check the face on view here in a sec to see if that's the case, but I'm pretty confident that's probably the case. And then as he gets into P6, we're going to see, yep, a very classic position. Notice how the club head is really far behind the hands. So at this point, he's going to have to put a lot of force and torque on the club to get the club head out back towards the golf ball, which is probably going to get him into a position where he gets a really, really high handle delivery. And it's probably going to mean that he's not going to rotate his chest a lot through impact. He's probably going to get a little stally, but let's take a look to see if I'm right. Yep. So as he comes in the golf ball, we can see a really high handle here. We can also see he hits it a little bit off the heel on this particular shot, which might produce a hook, depending on where the face angle is. And then from here, just like I said, right? So from here to here, you're not seeing the chest really rotating a whole lot. And you're seeing that the head is kind of staying down looking here as well, which is also not helping that rotation. Yeah, and then he gets a little bit of this crunched up look here, right? So he's got a little bit of a chicken wing going on here. We can see that the knee right here is kind of moving outwards towards the golf ball. And he's just not really rotating through the golf ball. And again, the big major thing personally, in my opinion, is going to be that top of swing position with the really shut face, and then how he moves the body to support that really shut face. Those two combined are causing a lot of issues in this client's golf swing. So those are probably something that we're going to take a look at. But before we make the decision to change the top of swing, let's go take a look at the after swing over here, or sorry, not the after. Let's go take a look at the face-on view and see if he's doing what I think he's doing. Okay, so as he starts down, let's take a look here. So we're going to see that what I was talking about earlier, where he gets really narrow, which is right here, yeah. So he's starting to get really narrow. You can see that the elbow is really driving underneath. And then we can already start seeing the signs of this player wanting to start tilting, right? So notice how the sternum is spurred. He's starting to get behind the sternum of the pelvis quite a bit. Yeah, and it gets even more. He's doing exactly what I thought he was going to do. Okay. And then P6, he's tilting even more, right? So if I go draw an angle here, he's heavily tilted. He's where most people are with their driver. He's already at that spot, right? So he's over at like 157. This is where a lot of pros are at impact with their drivers, not with the 7-iron. And then from here, he does a decent job of not really early releasing, so I give him credit there. He's doing a decent job. You can tell this player is athletic. And then as he moves through the golf ball, you can kind of see even better from this view how the chest is not really churning too much. His neck and head is kind of looking down at the golf ball for too long. And then he doesn't really do a good job rotating through the ball, right? So there's definitely a lot with this golfer's swing that we can change to help him get a little bit more optimal. And this is actually, I'm happy that we got this player as our example for this live Kiwi Coach lesson webinar, because this is a really classic Japanese golf swing that we fix on the daily and that we do a really good job fixing on the daily. So I hope you guys will get a lot of great value. And I think all of you guys, if you come to this webinar, will see something in your own golf swings that you could probably try to change, right? So that's pretty much that. Real quickly, I'm going to go show one of our professionals just to give you guys maybe a little bit better visual of what will change. That'll be a quick little minute section, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Okay, so I said I was going to use one of our professional golf swings, but it was taking me a little bit long time to find one, and I found my swing, and my swing is obviously the most beautiful swing out of all of them. So, you know, we're going to use my golf swing. How about that? Okay, so if you guys want to leave your hate comments below, leave them below. I love them. All right, let's hop in. So again, the point of this little section is just to kind of show how the difference is, basically what it's going to look like the difference wise, right? So first off, we might start working on this kind of P5 position. Again, his hands are just a little bit too far behind him for my preference. We might get a little bit less of this abduction, get him into a better spot here. The reason because of this is you tend to see that players who get really, really deep with the hand path, and deep just means more behind them, tend to be the players that are the more across the line at the top of the swing, and then tend to have the harder times trying to get the club shaft and the hands in the correct spot on the way down. We tend to find that to be very, very true. All right, as we move up to the top of the swing, again, we're going to get him looking a little bit more like mine as opposed to where he is currently. In 1 second, let me try to get him up there real quick. All right, so as you can see, you can see that his club face is pretty shut. If we take a look at my club face, it's nowhere near as shut, right? And my club face is actually a little bit on the stronger side for most people. I wouldn't recommend most amateurs to be even where I am at. But definitely, I think we're going to fix the club face to where we're at least a little bit more like mine. And mine is still shut, by the way, too. So we're just not going to get him as shut as he was before. That'll definitely be something we work on in the lesson. And then as he starts his transition, again, the major move you're going to see is as I come down, we're going to see that my left shoulder actually kind of lowers and doesn't go this way really early in transition. That's going to be one of the big major keys we're going to change here. So again, if you take a look here, my shoulders are kind of just dropping. I'm going a little bit into left side lateral bend. If we take a look at this player, his shoulders are immediately going into right side lateral bend. So when he gets into P5, he's in a much different spot, right? You can see how different the shoulders look between mine and his, right? So that's going to be a big change for him. And it's going to be a lot easier once we change that face angle. He's not going to want to feel like he goes this way because, again, the more shut you get at the top of the swing, if you guys want to try and experiment one time you're at the range just for fun, try putting a really strong grip on, getting a really shut face, and then watch what your body naturally wants to do. It wants to do exactly what this guy is doing because, again, it's just kind of naturally what the body wants to do when you're really shut at the top, is you kind of want to go this way because you're trying everything in your power to point that face angle more to the right so you don't hit these massive hooks. And so if we can take away that top of swing position and get the face angle into a little bit more manageable of a position, it's also going to want the body to start working maybe a little bit different. It's going to complement what we're going to be trying to do, which is what I said, trying to get that left shoulder a little bit lower. And then as we get into position 6, because the shoulders and the body are moving a little bit differently, we're going to see the club head is more in front, like my golf swing, and not so far behind. And then as he comes into impact, we're going to see a way lower handle, right? So the handle's not going to be as high. Through here, we're going to see that the hands are going to exit much differently. We're going to see the body looks a lot differently. And then he's going to be exiting a lot lower with the hands and the arms, and he's going to get rid of that chicken wing, and he's going to be very, very, very happy, right? So we're going to have a very happy client at the end of this live lesson webinar, because he's going to see some pretty big changes, and I think he will be very happy. So that being said, this is pretty much the end of the video. If you guys want, real quick, go down to the link in the description, go click on it, go purchase the live Kiwi Coach lesson webinar. It's 5,000 yen. If you can't attend, it's not a big deal. We're going to send you guys the recordings. If you guys have issues trying to purchase the product, just make sure to email kiwigolfjapan@gmail.com. We have a bunch of different payment options so we can take care of you there. But yeah, we hope to see you guys at the webinar, or at least purchase the webinar, because we think it's going to be greatly beneficial. And you're going to see that this client's golf swing is going to change very, very drastically. So anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys again next time.